Hello everyone, this is just a quick video um, to talk about things that have been going on lately. It's been very quiet um, as far as the intel coming out, and when it gets quiet like this, I noticed that certain people start showing up, and they're usually running their mouth about something. It's going to take a long time, or we know all about it, and and it's like usually kind of a semi-negative type of message that these quote unquote bloggers put out. I'm not going to mention any names. You'll know who I'm talking about if you see them. They usually have a rather negative message. It's couched in positiveness, but a lot of them, that first of all, they'll give a lot of information. It's very different from the usual intel sources. And there was an interesting drop a few days ago on the boards. This is, let's see, which one is this? This is drop, what is it? 4964. And the drop says, "Be aware of false prophets. I am not a prophet. You are not a prophet. We are not prophets. Focus on the mission." In other words, don't get distracted by these nonsense players that are out there. A lot of them are basically false prophets, and I use that word. I started looking at this. I said, you call this false prophets as in prophet, or you could say false prophet as in Profit. In other words, because a lot of these people that give out this garbage nonsense are what I call patriots, P-A-Y-triots. And so you got to look at their motivations for how you're putting out this information. Don't get discouraged. And a lot of you who are feeling like things aren't happening or it's not moving fast enough, what you need to maybe start thinking about is that we're not in a 3D universe anymore. We're in a 4D universe, or we're in the 4D Earth now. And when you try to keep going back to 3D, you're going to have problems. I was talking to my brother Dave. He's a truck driver, and he's all worried because he may have to start taking insulin. And I started talking to him about it. I said, well, you talked to a doctor who said you need to start taking insulin, and that would make it so he couldn't drive his truck. And I said, what is the motivation for this doctor? A lot of these doctors are still in 3D, and they're still basically account reps for Big Pharma. And Big Pharma is an arm of the whole Rockefeller Institute. So we're talking a serious 3D type of thinking. So instead, maybe think about what's causing your diabetes, and maybe you could do some things to lower your blood sugar a little bit naturally. Stop thinking in terms of you're just subject to a medical. Again, this is one aspect of it. I hear a lot of people saying, well, I have this affliction and that affliction, and I need something, and not all these new cures are not coming out fast enough. What do you mean they're not coming out fast enough? Stop thinking 3D, think 4D. What is in 4D? We're thinking of natural cures. And these things do not need a doctor to find these natural cures, and they're certainly a lot better than the 3D stuff. I mean, do you really need to go to a doctor? What's he going to tell you? He's going to tell you take the pharmaceuticals because he's an account rep for Big Pharma. It's the same way with thinking about anything like money. You need to stop thinking 3D. You're becoming a 4D person. A 4D person does not think about scarcity, about need. They think about abundance. They think about that everything will just be there for them. Stop thinking negatively, start thinking positively. We're in a 4D universe. The banking systems are all falling apart. We're going to get a new system. Everything, you see like all of these people around the world standing up for their rights. You need to stand up for your rights. And again, when they come by with some false scamdemic, you challenge them. Challenge them. Tell them they're full of crap and that there is no pandemic. And, start thinking in terms of 4D. We're in a 4D universe. You're a 4D person. Start thinking that way. Stop thinking negatively. Stop getting depressed. Know that everything is going to be there for you. And again, there was a new drop. What is coded in your DNA? Who put it there? Why? Mankind is repressed. We will be repressed no more. Information is knowledge. Information is power. That's what you need to focus on. What's the information? What is the 4D message that you're trying to get? How do you protect your DNA? There's a war for your DNA. Protect your DNA. Don't take any of these mRNA injections. I don't care what they say that you have to do it. They can't force you to do it. You have your rights. Don't give up. There were people who were, I was supposed to produce a vaccination certificate to get the job I had now. I said, no, I'm not going to get a vax. You can't make me. And I basically dared them not to hire me. Guess what? I got a job. So remember, if it's something that's not happening correctly, like you think it's not happening fast enough, maybe your answer is in a different direction. Start thinking in terms of 4D, not in terms of need, not in terms of helplessness, but you are a strong, powerful individual. I'm not feeling very powerful today because I'm kind of tired. I got extremely ill last week, and I thought, should I, it was sick enough that I probably should have called 911. The only thing is, what's 911 going to do for me? They're going to give me some pill, some pharmaceutical that's going to mess me up, and they'll probably want to inject me with something. So, don't put yourself in their power. Stand outside of their power in a 4D environment, not in their 3D controlled environment. I don't know if this makes sense, but remember, the most important thing is ascension. And you've got to keep yourself with a high vibration. Don't be discouraged. I know that's easy to say, but let me tell you, I managed to make it through yet last week, and I was nearly dead. So, we can all survive this. We can get through this, and help is coming. They know the military knows where the situation is at. They're not going to just leave us hanging out there. And pay no attention to these prophets of doom out here. And by prophet, I mean profit, Profit, instead of profit, as Prophet. We're not looking for prophets. We're looking for our empowerment, our ascension, our 4D, 5D existence. So continue on, don't give up. That's all I have for now.